You are listening to the Douchebag Show.
That's right. Get excited. It's episode 4. Super Sports Recap. King Douche here. Jeezy on the ones and twos. All right, going into sports. Cut the music. It's like that. What's going on, man? I always forget about the sponsor. We're going to start out with the sponsor this time. Sponsored by. This show is sponsored by Win Apparel. You guys know the address and everything. So we're going into MLB. Because we just going to roll right into this whole thing. Because I'm hyped today. For no reason. For no reason. Anyway, David Ortiz was released from the hospital on Saturday. So we wish him a healthy and well recovery from, if you don't follow sports and you don't know what happened. But if you, or I should say, if you do follow sports, you know what happened. If you don't, then go look it up. But MLB trade deadline is tomorrow, July 31st, 4 o'clock, which is significantly different this year than it was, I guess, the prior years. The deadline in the prior years would mean that on the 31st, the non-waiver deadline was for that date. And on August 31st was the actual waiver deadline. So managers had the opportunity to sort of mull over if they wanted to make certain moves, this, that, and the other. But now it all got to be done by tomorrow. So some people like it. I'm assuming most of the managers don't because, you've obviously lost time on making moves and adjusting your team. But I think it makes for good. It makes for good baseball. Teams will probably level out. There's a couple teams that's still in the race. We'll go from there. Boxing. Gervonta Tank Davis stops Ricardo Nunez with a second round TKO. This kid is like insane. His talent level, he has so much upside. All he got to do is stop hanging around Adrian Broner, which hopefully he did. I haven't seen those two hanging around much lately. But so much upside for this kid. He's going to be a champ soon. We were talking about him moving up to 135 and fighting Lomachenko, but not sure how far that is away, but we'll see what happens. So I have the first time I've ever reported on this, Jeezy. First time that we're reporting on gaming. Because now gaming is a sport somehow. Gaming is beating out the NHL. NHL gets no love. Now gaming gets more love than the actual NHL, which is sad, I think. But a 16-year-old kid, bugha, I think it's bugha. That's how you pronounce it. So he's a gamer for this team called the Sentinels, and he won the first. And the reason I'm reporting this is because it's ridiculous, the amount of money that he won. He won the first Fortnite championship. You know how much he won? Take a guess. I don't know. Take a wild guess, Jeezy. 20? It wasn't that much, but it was 3 for playing a game. So I'm like, come on, man, $3 million to learn. He mastered that game so much that he has $3 million now at 16 years old, which goes to show you can pretty much get good at anything and actually profit from it at this point. In our day and age now, you can profit from anything you do well. So that's a lesson to all you kids out there. Not saying that you should go out there and play games, but hey, put your heart into something. MMA news. John Jones will be fined based on Dana White, who said he hasn't spoken with John, but he has seen some videos of this alleged assault charge, and he said he'll be fine. So for all of us who were, I guess, taking the side of the victim at this point, I'm backtracking a little bit because I really thought it was, John can't stay out of trouble these days. So Max Holloway retains featherweight belt with the victory over Frankie Edgar. And Cris Cyborg bounced back from her loss of Amanda Nunez by beating, what's her name? Felicia Spencer. So now Cris is like, I want a rematch with Amanda. Nobody want that. It's grown men who don't want that. That chick is insane. I'm turning my page now, Jeezy. You can't hear the sound of me turning my page. See how I masked that? Did you hear it? NFL news. Golden Tate, who's a Giants wide receiver, suspended 4 games for failing the performance enhancement drug test. He's blaming this on a fertility drug that he's taking. He's just trying to have a baby, guys. NFL needs to be a little bit more lenient on men trying to have babies. So he's taking fertility pills or something. And I guess this caused the issue. And a lot of people are saying he's going to appeal the 4-game suspension, and they saying he's probably going to win because it's legit. So we'll see what happens. AJ Green, who's also a wide receiver, he's a Bengals wide receiver, out 6 to 8 weeks with the ankle injury. He's a torn ligament. He will not be ready for the season opener, which is not a good thing for the Bengals. Hopefully, he'll come back strong. I got to remember that for my fantasy team. Zeke Elliott has not reported to training camp at this point because he want that loot. He want more money, which he deserves because he carries that team ever since he's been on that team. But the Cowboys have a contingency plan. They bought back Alfred Morris, which is really a good thing because now the Cowboys are getting sued over a potential cover-up for a 2017 car accident involving Zeke Elliott. They wanted to cover it up so he could play in the, I think it was the NFC Championship game that year against the Packers. If he would have got in trouble, he wouldn't have been able to play. So they covered it up, and now there is a lawsuit, a $20 million lawsuit for $33,000 worth of damage. So I don't know how you get from one end to the other, but I guess you got to shoot high, and maybe you'll meet somewhere in the middle, I guess. Right, Jeezy? And what is that? Wait, one thing, what did we skip? Oh, wait, there's no NBA news. There's actually no NBA news. Unless you want to keep talking about the same thing over and over again. So, there's nothing left to say about the NBA. And I'm happy about that because the NFL is back. And I'm hype about it. So yeah, I think that's why I'm hyped. I think that's why I'm so hyped because football is back. What's the show called? Hard Knocks comes on next week, so make sure everybody check that out. Thanks to everybody for listening to our recap show. Brought to you again by Win Apparel. Jeezy on the 1s and 2s. King Douche on the, what is this called, Josh? If you're on the 1s and 2s, what am I on? I gotta be on something. 3s and 4s. The 3s and 4s. All right, everybody. Have a good one. We'll hit you back on Tuesdays. We're moving it from Mondays to Tuesdays. So we're going to hit you back on Tuesdays every week with the recap show. Make sure y'all check that out on YouTube. If you're on MixLR, thanks for listening. SoundCloud, Spotify, and I think, what is it? Google Play. Yeah, we're on there too. All right, everybody. Have a good one.